Now, as well as the shopping, there's another very important aspect to the Westgate Centre, and that's what lies beneath it. Building work could only start once archaeologists had excavated the site. Jeremy Stern reports on what they found.
The Oxford of today has been shaped by its past. Some buildings have survived from medieval times. What about how people lived hundreds of years ago? What they wore? What they had for breakfast? Well, a lot of the evidence in Oxford has been destroyed over time or buried under concrete. When archaeologists excavated the Westgate Shopping Centre site, they found tens of thousands of historical artefacts.
This is a halberd, a weapon from the English Civil War. It's got a 1 foot long spike here for stabbing and an axe on the other side for cutting. A formidable weapon.
The new shopping centre stands on what was once a friary. For 300 years, Europe's finest scholars studied here. The archaeologists found evidence of what life must have been like back then.
Oxford is of course famous as a seat of learning, and these items would have been used by the teachers and students from that time at the very start, and each one seems unique and is decorated in a very particular way.
Remains of the friary were first recovered in the 1960s before the old Westgate Centre was built.
It's a completely indescribable feeling when you find something which you know that perhaps was last touched by a human hand, say 2,000 years ago.
The Queen was invited to Oxford as word spread of a different side to the city.
People suddenly realised for the first time that Oxford was much older than university. There was a great deal of interest in the excavations, a lot of popular enthusiasm, lots of people came to visit.
The Oxford Preservation Trust has been involved in a number of excavations in Oxfordshire. What do you think the archaeologists could find?
Well, the next big thing is the dig that's going on at the moment because of the flood alleviation channel at Hinksey. We know in that area it might be where the oxen cross the ford, where Oxford gets its name. Imagine if we find that.
The city's secrets revealed piece by piece. Jeremy Stern, BBC South Today.